The airport display this time is a recreation of the days when people were campaigning for what turned out to be the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote. And it was actually campaigned for 70 or 80 years before it ever became law. So by the time 1920 rolled around, and this is the 100-year anniversary, a lot of people have been planning for, working for that for a long time. It's huge for us because we have most of our exhibits obviously within the walls of this building. And now that we have been closed since March 11th, but are working on our reopening plan slowly, we have really counted on and used our outreach programs and our outreach exhibits in order to still communicate with our public and teach them some of the lessons we have to learn about Black history. People come in here and do research on their own questions, families, issues, and they take it out. And also, we're always sending things out and doing programming and exhibits out of the building. Last year I did 22 outreach exhibits out of the building. We are in the Matilda Jocelyn Gage room. It's a recreation of a room from her house in New York. It's her parlor, and the parlor was instrumental in that suffrage movement because at many times the women gathered in people's homes, especially toward the end when it was outlawed for them to meet in public places anymore, like churches and schools. We had a number of suffragettes and even higher up in the hierarchy leaders of that movement here living in South Dakota. One in Vermilion and I think a couple in Brookings. And these ladies were very involved, but Matilda actually had another connection with Aberdeen, which didn't have to do with the suffrage unit or movement, but when she came, of course, she took full advantage everywhere she went. She was just such a dedicated campaigner. She spoke about the real need for women's rights on many levels.